Willow.
I think you have to, yeah.
Or because in the past people have played her on the offlane as well. People like her offlane.
Very flexible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're running her offlane, and then what? Like mid tiny or carry tiny and something else?
Good.
This push is so scary.
Yeah, that's a push. They're just gonna push. That's it.
And then they got the song to just control you, like you said, comparative to the Lycan scenario. It's like, hey, you're stuck here. Your base is dying.
Yeah.
That is some push.
Empire need to be super aggressive.
You know, they could still take DP Fnatic and run a mid death profit for like insane.
I was gonna say that.
I was thinking it would be pretty cool.
Well, that might not just be the nail in the coffin, because what are you gonna do with your Empire? Your counter push is not that great. Sure, you can kick some stones, literally with Tiny and Earth Spirit. Disruptor has the Thundershock thing, but
yeah, it ain't quite the counter push you need.
Yeah, that's DP ban.
DP ban. That would be too scary, I think. Yeah.
Like, let's not give them all the push in the universe.
Thunderstrike.
But DK is still there. You could take him and run him mid if you want, just for a little bit extra.
It depends. Maybe it's Shadow Shaman mid.
I like DK for both teams though.
10 seconds.
If you're up against a Shadow Shaman, and you know that it's going to be scary if he is going to be a core, how do you plan on dealing with the wards? Is that just, you know, you want to be a troll or something like that?
I mean, the thing with the
Five seconds remaining. Team Empire's turn to ban.
Io, they were up against an Io. Normally you don't pick an Aegis Prophet into that. Yeah, it was great. We have a draft actually, so we can take a look and see if we are going to get another Aegis Prophet like that. Ooh.
Team Empire's turn to pick.
And he can't be everywhere.
This is looking really, really tough for Empire right now.
And they got a Dark Willow core, which, you know, is good, but you can 1v1 people, but if you're 1v1 an Aegis Prophet, then the Shadow Shaman, Lone Druid, and Visage will be taking your base while you're fighting an Aegis Prophet.
Even then, like, you just get trees and you stack them on top of you. What you can do with the Bedlam, single target.
I feel like the Earth Spirit pick really locked them into doing what they... Oh, God.
Ooh,
stinker.
Oh.
This gives them great high ground.
Yeah, but that's already. This is a pick that assumes you're going to be on the back foot.
Yeah, this was the only. This was their only option. I think they had to.
I think the other thing that you've got to think is, like, Tinker does need farm.
Yep.
Is he going to get that? Like, you know, they're going to run at him. He's just going to be setting up March, I guess. But I think maybe with the snakes don't care about March. The birds don't care about March. I don't think. Maybe they do.
I think they take damage. It's slightly though.
Even though they're flying.
Yeah.
They're flying.
This makes no sense. Yeah, come on. All the flying heroes should be protected.
You going for the flying heroes because you're pigeon?
You know what? I got to back them. They are flying. So yeah, you go to Fnatic.
Fnatic? What do you think, Ted? Yeah, Fnatic.
I love push lineups, so yeah.
Looks like the Empire guys need a little bit of extra support here. Let's see if they can get it from our commentary team. I want to pick some fun.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, game 2 between Fnatic. And Fnatic, they're not holding back with this lineup. This is a full-on, we want to end the game in 20 minutes. We're going to run down your lanes and we'll see what you're going to do about it.
Took the words out of my mouth. That is exactly what I think. They've got this, like, full, it's actually just full push. Tons of summons as well, and I think just like the panel mentioned, there's not a lot of wave clear on the side of Empire. I'm definitely feeling the pressure for Empire already. They're running a Willow core.
I've not seen, I mean, what
we've theory.
Who else has done this in competitive play? Was it Optic? Did Optic do the core Willow?
You might be right.
Didn't they in one of the games? I want to say. Back at
someone will tell us.
Yeah, so I don't know. But either way, yeah, as you said, we've been seeing it most of the time, pretty much all the time in the support role. But Ghosting, he's going to do it.
Apparently Ice has done it as well.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, absolutely.
Makes a lot of sense for Barrel.
Let's see what Ghostic can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this is going to be on FN to get this early game rolling. Like, Ghostic and FN have to have, like, incredibly good games to be able to stall it out for Nyx to actually have a game. But, yeah, I'm a bit concerned for them. There's so many summons, so many different ways. And we'll see if Empire can actually do it, though. How much can they actually make this Dark Willow do? I think we mentioned it, like, several times now, though. It's like, Ghostic is the key for this team. He needs to have good games or they really struggle in the mid game.
Universe and DJ will be there to make sure Ghostic's unable to steal the bounty rune.
So 3 runes for Fnatic.
V down on the bottom lane with his lone druid.
Gonna cut the wave.
And getting the lanes that they wanted, Fnatic, with this?
Yeah, I do think so. I think they had a lot of options they could have really done, to be honest with you. Sure, the Visage is gonna go mid no matter what, but the 2 side lanes, I think Nature's Prophet could have been okay bottom as well because they can't really contest the Treants. Similar thing with the Bear. But Ghostic's gonna have some trouble up here as this Dark Willow is gonna take a beating. Instantly have to pop the Shadow Realm, disengage away. While FN, very low armor, tiny under the tower. Get hit by Riptide even, insult to injury.
It was there using the Bear as well to hold the wave underneath the tower so he can go back and farm it after putting a bit of pressure onto FN.
I'm going to keep most of eyes on the Ghostic on the top lane because I want to see how much they can make this, enable this Willow. DJ in a lot of trouble here. They've got the Shadow Realm active too in a second. DJ looks pretty dead.
There we go. That's your first blood. Ghostic will claim it. Good start here for the off lane Willow.
Good rotation from Yoku.
Down bottom with Poshka. Pi just banding up on one another. Pi has to be careful. FN did start to head down. Between the two of them, they definitely have the means to kill the Naga Siren.
Scary thing for the Tinker too in this match. Sure, Tinker can do fine in the matchup, but I think there's always going to be that threat and fear of the Nature's Prophet TPs. So even though Universe is playing in that safe lane, they can easily look for those push plays onto the Tinker if he oversteps his bounds.
Yoku will be able to get in, grab himself the bounty rune. Get both of those to the top side for himself.
Continue those rotations. His early game is going to have to be really important for Empire to make sure they don't get run over. And Nyx dropping very low from that Soul Assumption.
Who's going to try for the roll in? Abed. Does get by the slow. Does still get kicked back.
The value by Yoku, having the regen there, wanting to use as much mana as possible. Back up to full.
Envy just using the Savage Roars to disrupt the CS of FN. Top, Ghostic. Getting punched into a bit by DJ. And Ghostic not finding too much farm for this top lane. And even though that with just the early attempts onto the life of the Shaman will be successful, overall Universe getting complete and utter free farm on the top lane.
Ghostic tried to pull the creep wave as well with the Troll Summoner, but actually just misses it. That's why you see him chat with.
Full free farm for the Prophet.
Yeah.
This is, as you say, when Universe does start to see opportunities to help out the other lanes, he's going to have quite some early items here at this pace.
Nyx is doing great in the mid lane though on the Tinker. 10 and 8 to the 7-0 of Abed, constantly using the laser to disrupt that Visage Pi. Making a rotation over though.
See what he can do behind Nyx. Quite far forward in the mid lane at the moment. He's going in with the laser. Here's Pi with the rotation. Does have a point into the net. Will hold him down, allow Abed to close the gap, and with the Soul Assumption, they'll have it. Fnatic able to take down the Tinker.
Ghostic's coming in, looking for Abed here. Abed chuking out the Brambles. Will survive.
They'll still get hit by the nuke, but yeah, living on the 40 HP. He'll be fine to stick around for a little bit at least. Managed to get some regen out to him, had the salve. Rune will be to spawn down bottom. Pi already there, ready to grab it. Does have this haste rune. See if he can find anything down here. Does have his eyes on Poshka. We'll go for a bit of a chase down, but the kinetic field's up. And we'll hold Pi like die back.
Yep.
And long enough to get Poshka back underneath the tower.
So 2 of the lanes for Fnatic, farming very well. And DJ's also been non-stop pulling and farming the pulse. You see how he has like 9 last hits? Those small creeps. Yoku just constantly having to solve, like, fix the lane problem as this Earth Spirit. FN's still farming okay though. They're gonna need him to have a good presence in that mid game, as we were mentioning, to set up for that Tinker.
Ghostic. Build this game just to know the phase boost as it is that he has queued up at the moment. But a bit of trouble here, does get sprouted.
He's got Shadow Realm available, so he should be okay. Mid lane, Pi looks to go for a play onto Nyx here. Quick TP reaction from Miposhka. They also seem to know that Yoku was rotating. They have that ward top, so they saw him initially walking over toward that mid lane. Scan comes out, and they just do it just to make sure. So they do know for sure now that Yoku is there. Envy full free farming though in this off lane, this lone druid. Kind of a very timely dominator in bottom. They're looking to get aggressive on FN here. Envy is 5, they get the root.
Pi is gonna look for a bit of the body blocks. Tossbacks there from FN. Pops the stick charges, Savage Roar comes out. Might be enough for Fnatic to find the killer now. Envy, he's the one in trouble. Yoku's there with the connection, rolls in, Boulder Smash as well, holding down the lone druid. They've got the kill on Envy. Fnatic able to respond. Sorry, Empire able to respond to Fnatic getting aggressive, and Pi will be chased for a little bit. They do have a glimpse. Just out of range at the moment, but Yoku continues to chase, try and close this gap. It's tricky kill though. Pi is full HP.
Yoku's gonna at least get the bounty runes though. Kicked away, but we'll be just fine. They do get Envy though. That was a pretty big kill. FN gonna have to either bring regen or go back to base though. I guess they have the shrine active too. They could just shrine.
Pi knows
TP Universe.
They do have the shrine. With that FN will heal up, and now Universe has got to be careful. Toss falls there. The kinetic field's down. They manage to trap Universe with a hit of the Shadow Realm. Universe getting brought down very low. He'll fall. They'll find it.
Abed gets a solo kill on Nyx in the meantime in the mid lane with those familiars, but bottom Pi.
He tried to TP out, but FN was there with the toss. They'll chase him down with the avalanche. Empire are going to find both.
Seems like they didn't expect the shrine to actually be up, even though it's at like the 6-minute mark. Maybe they expected it to be used already. Universe with a bit of an ambitious TP. But at least DJ's top, soaking that experience, getting some last hits as well. Gonna have arcane boots, so he's got, look at these 20 last hits on the Shadow Shaman. Definitely costly death for Universe.
Mid lane Abed.
He's looking to go for something down bottom here. He's got the Wrath of Nature available too. They're pressuring the tower. Not gonna even look at anything.
Been able to clean up a few treants.
Rotations coming down though, Pi as well as Envy.
TP rotations will be there from Empire as well. But the question is if it's going to be in time to help out FN, because FN is getting gone on very heavily.
Another first hit route. Envy's been getting some great RNG.
Fnatic starting to piece together these pushes. They take the tier 1 tower. They could look to try and go for more. Pi has eyes on the Miposhka. Miposhka goes for the quick kinetic field and run away. Looks to focus his attention towards mid, where Abed is alone at the moment. He's will find the roll forward, able to take the haste route.
Bottom lane's getting pressured to tier 2 already though, this early on. They throw the Wrath of Nature also just to push in the waves even more so, and Pi looking for the kill on Miposhka here.
Doesn't quite have enough control and has to be careful himself now. Yoku turning up. A little towards Pi. Thunderstrike upon him at the moment. The rest of Fnatic are nearby if they want to come over and help, but they finish off the tower. They focus the objectives now, they'll look to fight. They've got the root, kinetic field down. Will hold back. The rest of them, Ghostic getting tossed into the midst of it all as he moves in onto Pi.
Nice toss play with the Bedlam.
So Empire at least able to find a kill, but as you say, they're losing tier 2 towers before the 9-minute mark to this push-heavy lineup of Fnatic.
Yeah, it's already 3k gold advantage off to the start. And they're getting deep wards in too. When you start claiming all these early towers versus a Tinker, it's devastating. Then you can't farm freely with your March to get those stacks up. Top tower now. Quickly gonna get brought down.
He's being followed here by Abed. Yoko's got backup Ghosting, but Poshka, they'll look towards Abed. Pi finds the root. In fact, he's going to set up for the kill onto the Earthspirit. That's going to be one down.
They actually pull Abed away from the Brambles.
He's pulled him closer to Poshka. He gets himself the double kill. They're trying with the Bedlam to finish off Pi, and they do. So they'll find at least something in response, Empire.
DJ's here.
He's there. He's got the wraparound. Shackles and Hex out onto the Tinker. They're chasing down Nyx. They'll try with the Terrorize to send them back, but Universe TP's in with the Sprout. They've got the control onto the Tinker, and they'll find him.
Envy's here now, too.
The Ghost Stick. Can they get that root? Envy trying, but the Shadow Round's back up. And with that, Ghost Stick will continue to retreat into the safe arms of Yoku.
But they see this big stack here that Nyx desperately needs on the Tinker, and Envy's actually just going to take it. Oh, God.
5k lead is starting to fall out of control for Empire a lot quicker than game one did. 10 minutes in. And
Nyx just TP's into Fnatic right here.
Is he okay? I don't think he is.
I don't think he is at all.
He's gone. I mean, maybe he didn't look at the lane. Maybe he didn't know they were pushing. I don't know. But the team's handed himself to them.
They saw everybody from Fnatic there. Oh, man, Empire. They get the deny at least, but...
That's someone. I mean, you're already in a game where it's very hard to play the Tinker. You're 5k down overall in the team. At 10 minutes in, you've got to pull out your best shots if you want to try and pull this up as a Tinker.
I feel like they just now need to get level 6s on the supports early on and make crazy aggressive plays with both Ghostic and FN.
Well, look for Pilot Eye, but the root was already out onto Ghostic, so he couldn't get the full damage out from the Bedlam and keep that distance closed.
I think Universe pretty much has an Orchid finish now in the Nature's Prophet too. Everything coming together for Fnatic, and Empire just struggling to really find anything back on the board. Sure, they've got 6 kills, but they've lost so much map control. Looking for Envy here now, though. They've got the Glimpse. They've got Ward Vision too, behind the tower. But Envy's safe.
This is a very poor Tinker now at this stage. In the bottom 4 net worth, Nyx has just managed to finish off his Soul Ring at 11 minutes in.
I mean, DJ is about to surpass all of the Empire heroes in the Shadow Shaman. He's just farming Ancients. He's farming the triangle.
I mean, he knows that they don't need his wards to push. The rest of the team's got the pushing covered.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fnatic looks like they've got no stress. They're porting in. They see Nyx with that ward they placed on the high ground early.
Oh, they've got the Sprout. TPs are coming through, but Nyx, he's already going to fall. They've got the control. The Soul Ascension from Arb finishes him off. And the rest of Empire...
Kill, but not able to. But they do actually get the kill bottom onto DJ, playing a little too aggressive, but Tinker just keeps dying. 0 and 5 now. Nowhere even near those boots of travel.
12-minute Orchid as well on Universe. They can kill pretty much anyone on the map. They'll look towards Yoku.
He dead.
No chance for escape. Stick does try and up.
See what he can make happen here.
He's going to try. Or at least he'll put the stun on Universe. He's toying with the idea of getting him. They do find the route onto Arbed.
Only level 1 on the Bramble Mace, though, so 1 second route. Can't they get any chase, though? FN wants to toss Ghostic onto somebody here. We'll actually close the gap onto Pi. And the burst is enough. Some small kills. But definitely not the important ones.
Overall, as we see the 3 cores of Fnatic, top 3 net worth. Only FN's Tiny coming close to those 3. Everyone else on Empire is just too far behind.
They've got level 6s now, though, on Empire, so I think they do need to stay active. I think they really need to try to get some big smoke plays, huge magnetizes with the Static Storm, so to try to catch Fnatic off guard. But Fnatic constantly kind of staying together. They've got Pi as well, always with the sleep to disengage. Fire.
DJ?
They found DJ.
Yeah, they've got the Bedlam, they've got the burst. DJ, he'll fall. Walk into Ghostic and FN.
They're getting sandwiched on here, though. All Fnatic except for Envy coming down.
Empire's just getting the heck out of it.
Miposhka does not have a TP, though. Desperately running to the side shot.
Arbed's got his eyes on him. He's got the slow, and he's got more than enough damage in store to bring down Miposhka.
Monster kill for Abed now already at this point, 8 and 0. Going for that rush Aghanims. both the Visage as well as the Shadow Shaman.
Now looking towards Envy. Nice Savage Roar to push back Yoke. Stun will still connect. They've got the route to follow up. Universe is going to come in, but gets silenced. Very nicely there by Yoku. They continue to focus down Envy. He'll get himself into the bigger form. May just save him. No, it won't. FN's in with the blink. They're able to find the kill on Lone Druid. They may even get more. They'll look towards Universe. Roll forward from Yoku. Let's go for the boulder smash. Doesn't find the connector, but the right clicks from FN.
He's got a toss.
He does. It should be enough. It will silence the Tiny to try and stop the tossing the tree, but he'll toss the Earth Spirit instead before the silence comes in, and FN gets the double kill. 2 very big kills for Empire to find.
First time in a while they found those cores, right when they revealed that blink dagger on the Tiny.
They need more of this, and FM. A lot of weight on him to carry this at the moment.
Yeah, he just has to, he pretty much, I don't think even like showing the lanes is probably not really the greatest idea. He can just probably consistently run around and go for kills. Maybe put just like nuke waves, full nuke waves in and then just look for kills consistently. To make space for the Tinker to get back in the game. Same goes for Ghostic. Like he just constantly has to go for plays. Got a smoke available, so could look to set up a play here. They've got a ward down bottom too, so they do see Pi. Believe they got Vision of Universe as well for a second, so they might be able to make some big plays down here.
Let's see what they can get. Sweeping across into the jungle. Pi is going to be the one on the front lines. Arbet's there as well. Who are they going to find the lockdown on? They're going to try to put the root into the Static Storm. They don't want to mess around with any sort of Song of the Siren. They'll find Pi. Won't find Arbet though. He's able to get himself out. Is Pi? He'll tank that gang.
Yeah, not quite the kill they're looking for again. 0-5 on Pi. Still 8-0 on Abed. Envy picking up that relic in a second. Getting closer and closer toward Radiance, which is a crucial timing for them.
Still that 4K lead. Empire, they have certainly been able to slow down a little bit. And as I say, FN is doing his best to keep his team held in this game.
He's top net worth.
He's certainly pulling out the big stop.
Look at the constantly just using the Serpent Wards to farm now. Like you said, they don't need to try to use these on towers anymore. There's only really tier 2s available right now, so trying to secure that Aghanims. Once they get Radiance and the Aegis, then they can look to actually take those bigger fights, group up, and claim 2s.
He's going to have Ags pretty soon.
Yeah, both him and Abed are going to have it at similar times, actually.
And there's the spawn, and some more. More camps for DJ to do.
Very efficient.
This ain't no envy, Shaman. I love you, Jack. Shadow Blade there for Offender. See what he can do, as you'd say, all about just getting these pickoffs, making sure that Fnatic don't get the chance to push us 5.
Yeah. The big timing, though, like we said, Envy. Getting closer and closer to that Radiance. Okay, gold lead. Experience, much closer though, only 2K.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're starting to threaten the tower. Ghostic gets stunned up by the dominated creep.
Just at the backup in Miposhka though.
All of Empire is starting to make their way up here while Nyx is farming on that Tinker.
And they really made something happen here. It's all about FN's jump.
Smart money.
They're picking up the Radiance right now. Oh no, actually still a bit shy of it. He's actually selling his items and he will have the Radiance done.
FN will go for the quick. Well, potentially he's killed DJ. DJ?
Strong.
Oh!
He's gonna save DJ here.
He's gonna get out! He's fine! And now Fnatic's gonna look to try and they come up with the Sprout. Terrorize will be there, pushing back the Nature's Prophet. Envy trying to chase down the Miposhka. They'll find the Disruptor kill. Yoka coming in with a big magnetized play, bringing Pilot down low, but the Savage Roar's there, pushing back the Spirit. Root comes through from Envy as Fnatic 5-3. They got him out of there. DJ, he survived.
The build, he's got the Ogre Axe plus the point booster. Very tanky, not gonna get bursted by that Tiny this time around. And a huge amount of gold surging toward Fnatic right when they pick up that Radiance. And now they're like, oh, okay, Roche time. We've got Serpent Wards.
That's got to be painful for Empire, making that move and not even being able to kill off the Shaman.
They're looking to try to take the fight in the pit here. There's no Song available. They've got Static Storm. No Sentry outside either.
There needs to be bigger Empire. Can they do it? FN jumping in with the combo. Static Storm is down. How do Fnatic deal with this one? Yoko's in two. Finds the boulder smash. Who's going to be able to grab it? They'll find the kill, but Abed will still claim the Aegis. They've lost Universe. Envy's falling low. Envy tries to hold them up with the Savage Roar. He's going to get stunned in a second, and he'll fall as well. Abed will lose the Aegis. They managed to knock down a fair few of them here, Empires. Empire are holding their own around the pit. DJ, he's going to fall as well. There'll be a buyback from Pylai Abed, trying his best to clean up. He's got this second life from the Aegis. They'll look towards the Tiny, do claim the life of FN.
Ooh, that's a big comeback, though. Everybody's grouped up inside the pit from Fnatic and getting that Static Storm. Everybody able to roll in, and Nyx, the Tinker, be able to stay positioned on that high ground safely on the left, throwing in tons of damage.
It was a shame, though, that they couldn't get the Aegis as well. If they found that, then that would have been absolutely huge. As you say, it's still good, but it's still not quite enough to get them back ahead of this game.
Yeah, they got their Tinker completely caught back up, though. Nyx pretty much just had like boosted travel and almost Blink Dagger during that fight. Now Blink Dagger's finished, on the way toward that Aghanims.
Certainly, as you say, I mean, that play was always going to be risky from Fnatic.
Yeah, not having any sentries down either. Tiny's able to just jump in. He did use the blink actually, but either way, having all these heroes that can just jump into the pit.
Goku nearly going down. Sorry. Yeah, Tinker. Nyx nearly going down there. Just managed to TP out in time. See how Fnatic can deal with this Tinker pressure, as you say. Now he's got those core items and can really start to shove out the side lanes. Make it harder and harder for Fnatic to get together that full 5-man push.
How are you doing on that Ag? DJ is 700 gold short. I know Abed finished the Aghanims already, so it's pretty threatening right now. Also got the 40% experience gain talent on the Visage rather than going for the double Soul Assumption hits. I've been seeing more of the Soul Assumption because they increased the search radius of the second Soul Assumption. Either way, though, they're looking for the siege.
Yep, DJ now ready to use those wards for push. Song comes out, they're looking to catch out a potential pick. They're looking towards the Tinker. They've got the Centaur closing in with the 3 familiars. They're going to have a lot of stuff, but no, he gets the blink out of it. They weren't able to hurt him before the end of the storm, so Nyx, he will escape. He can now smash the machines down. It's been a 1-for-1 so far as Baposhka and Pi will fall. Ghostic with the self-heals. They're trying to surround him with the Soul Assumption. You bring him down low. Ghostic has the Challenger. Will be able to keep him safe, or will it? No, the familiar stuns are enough. With the micro there, Abed claiming the life of the offlaner now. FN jumps in, looks to clean up the bed. The slow comes in. A Universe comes in on the side as the Sprout, the Orchid onto Yoku. Yoku trying for the TP out. The damage is too much. Yoku will fall. Fnatic clean up the tier 2. Get a handful of kills as well.
Still too many units for Empire to really deal with. These Serpent Wards, Treants, Familiars, just too many things for them to actually push through. And during that, I think Envy also dragged the creep wave, so they were able to get some decent damage on top tower as well during all of that. And Abed, because of that 40% experience gain talent, gets 2 quick levels after that fight. Level 18 now for those level 3 familiars.
Yeah, that familiar micro pretty hot as well from Abed.
Yeah.
Making it very hard for Empire's backliners to do much in these team fights. Constantly giving vision and holding them down with the triple stuns.
Almost Aghanims though on Nyx. That's the crucial thing they need for all the damage for that Tinker. They've got several Blink Daggers to keep the distance away from that Tinker too. On the Tiny as well as that Earth Spirit now. They're looking for the Bear.
I could have a good chance of killing it off with the Bedlam. That's a lot of damage. That hit from the Shadow Realm.
It missed. The radius. Okay, the Yules might be enough.
They should have it.
Yeah, they will. Another miss? Okay.
There we go. And we'll claim the kill, put him closer and closer towards at the beginning of building that Assault Cuirass. Fnatic, time to smoke.
They've got Ag Serpent Wards available. They're looking to try to get a pick off here before the fight starts.
Anyone on Empire dare come out their base? That is the question.
Nyx is so close to that Ags. Works really well against Visage too, the way it bounces off of the familiars.
Where's the jump going to be made? Down bottom they go. Still waiting for someone to step forward on Empire.
The creeps are in mid. They're ready to drop the wards. They're ready for this push. Let's drop.
Immediately from Empire to try and slow this one down. Pi, look for the lead in. Tries to go for the net, but the quick blinks there from Nyx. Keeps the distance. The tier 3 tower's falling. Glimpse there onto Pi, but Pi still will be able to walk himself out. And managed to find the tier 3 tower.
Ghostic and mid-push trying desperately to kill these. They've gotten the majority of them there, though. And now Fnatic will back off.
Fnatic could just go for the rinse and repeat, wait for those walls to be back online, and then look to go for the same sort of play.
Aghanims finished for Tinker. But now shrines are available. Still the map. Control for Fnatic. Quite large, 9k gold lead, 5k experience lead as well.
More and more of a lead.
Also, they used an offensive glyph there, I believe, too. I saw the Fnatic glyph get used, so they were really trying to force the issue to push that high ground.
Yeah, I think the offensive glyph is something that we see used a lot of the times against the any sort of Tinker lineup.
Yeah.
It's just so crucial for getting your creeps past the march, at least giving some sort of time for you to safely hit the towers.
Making sure that back door gets delayed as well, longer and longer.
20 to 17, but still the 10k lead. Universe, the one to sit at the top of the network for the moment on his Nature's Prophet. We did see him have a great time in lane. And he's certainly hitting the item timings to show it. We'll be queuing up the Nullifier next. Obviously a long way away from it, but one of those items that can really mess with the Tinker.
DJ's just gonna go straight for Refresher. They're just gonna look to brute force through this base versus Empire. They don't only have the best ways to catch the Tinker though in the back lines. Just gonna try to, like I said, brute force their way. Maybe once they've got the Meteor Hammer on the Naga, they can look to try to get those setups, but there's still always the risk of that blink out during the song. But now they're all just farming, pushing out all 3 lanes.
Yeah.
In a very comfortable position, probably waiting for that next Roche before they make too crazy of a move. They can still threaten the high ground a little bit, but full committal. Full committing that Roche.
Nick does get the chance to put the shadow around. Turn with the route onto Universe. I don't think I want to play around with the Nature's Prophet though anymore. Just that BKB.
They just saw a lot of heroes of Empire up top. This is go time for them now to try to force this bottom Rex. They've got DJ's wards too.
They're straight down. What can Empire do to stop this? They've got the laser on the bear, but with the birds and the wards down,
dead.
They're just gone. Nothing that Empire could do, as it seems, to stop the Serpent Ward push. They just can't get in, they can't get rid of them. As Fnatic find a full set of racks down on the bottom lane.
You do see how good the laser is though. That Aghanim's laser versus, as well as the bear, bouncing to every single bird, getting that miss rate applied.
What do you do if you're Empire? You've got to somehow break this pattern that Fnatic are going to look to continue to abuse to close up this game. Surely you have to try and take a fight whilst the wards are down.
Yeah, or like, you know, like the play that people always talk about is like you see like a Shadow Shaman, you want to start the fight instantly. As soon as you see Shadow Shaman walking up ready to drop the wards, you jump in, just blow that Shadow Shaman up and start the engagement. They've got the ways to do it too. Ghostic actually almost dying to the familiars there with that increased movement speed.
So I bet Micro doing like the familiars are in a little bit of trouble though. And FN will be able to clean up a tasty 200. Familiars will be punished for that.
They're actually prioritizing DJ's farm. I see Envy pinging out the Ancients, leaving them low for DJ to finish that Refresher.
Look at that.
Getting very close to Refresher too. 800 gold away.
What a considerate man, Envy.
He's got priorities. He's like, you know what? DJ might surpass me in net worth, but that's what we want this game.
What a bro. 14k lead in Empire. Any big items coming out? So we got the AC complete on FM.
Yeah, he's still pretty damn farmed, and Nyx as well. Had that Aghanims, also now the Aether Lens to keep the distance.
They can find with this smoke here as Empire start to leave their half of the map, and
they have a feeling where Pi is because of the route the Illusions took, so they're looking toward top. Get the vision of the Naga.
Now jump in straight away. Static Storms drop down. Individuals them up at the same time here as they look to drop Pi. They'll get the kill. Everything committed onto Pi Lai Dai.
But all their lanes are being pushed in heavily.